Is there a sense that one of them may be moving that may have a no move clause or will have been asked by training camp?
It's a great question. I don't know the answer. All I know is that history tells us that the Maple Leafs don't make it that uncomfortable. And these guys, once they have their trade protection, they ride it out. And I believe Riley loves it here. Now, if you can present a scenario where work with the player, where he's going someplace where he feels maybe he gets a fresh start, I think it's worth exploring. But right now, last we talked to Morgan, he was like, I'm not even thinking about that right now. Him and Tessa just recently bought a home. It might be a year old, might not even be. Like, he's just kind of settling roots, just had a baby less than a year ago. So I think it would be a tricky ask.
It's a tricky ask. I love those. It's a great defense system to getting traded, eh? We really put down roots. We got a school pick. As they head in towards next season, if they do lose Marner, let's say, and Tavares, what do you expect here? How optimistic are you? Do you think it's Sam Bennett and change? I don't even know what to think they would do given what's available as UFAs.
Yeah, there's not much. And the guys who are out there are going to get paid. Like, every team now has more cap space. Like, it feels like someone's going to overpay for Nikolai Ehlers. Someone's going to back up a Brinks truck at Brock Besser's house. Like, these guys are going to get paid. Brock Nelson is going to get paid like a 2C when on a real contender, he's probably a 3C. No offense to the player. I just think, he's kind of starting the downside of his prime. And Sam Bennett, like $8 million, I don't know. And Florida wants to keep him. Is he going to do the Sam Reinhart where he could have got a higher AAV if he put himself out to market? Or right after a parade, does he say, yeah, it's pretty good. I get to wear flip-flops and we win championships. Maybe I'll just stay here.
Right.
So the options are really slim. I am very worried about their center depth. I thought Tavares got overmatched in the Florida series, as great as his regular season was. And now he's going to be a year older. He can still produce. He can still help a power play. But do you have a 1-2-3 up the middle that can win a cup? And you're looking at the free agent options. It's really tough. So I think he's going to have to get creative. And when I say that, maybe that means talking to guys about waiving no moves. Maybe that means some trades and not just free agency.
Going to be fascinating to watch. Luke, as always, thanks for your regular contributions on our show all season, man.
Appreciate you, bud.
All right. You guys had a great season. Keep it rolling till the end of the cup, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah. Luke Fox, everybody.
Thanks,
NHL writer for Sportsnet.ca. See, again, Brad Treliving wakes up today with the potential of 175 points out of his lineup. How do you replace them? The defense is solid with the contract still there, but none of them have the feeling that they could have a great year and produce 70 points next year for you.
No.
So that's missing. And then you got to ask yourself, between Stolarz and Joseph Wall, are you going to get the same goaltending next year as you got this year? Is that a given now? That, like, how many games did Stolarz flat out steal for the Leafs this year? How many points did he add to the Leafs?
20.
It's a huge number.
It's funny because he talked about how the way they play lends itself to that, giving up a lot of volume.
But it didn't look so good in Game 5 and Game 7 when you needed it most.
Well, he wasn't playing because Sam Bennett took him out, like he tried to do with Fred.
Thanks, Tips. I forgot that.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. So is it a given that they're going to get the same type of goaltending? Like, when you factor in all these things that I just mentioned, is it a given that they'll make the playoffs next year?
It's not a given. Nothing's a given. No, it's not. But it's also, you've tried it one way a lot. And I do want to push back on the idea. Everyone keeps saying 175 points. You're not trying to replace 175 points. Tavares isn't getting 75 points next year, I don't think. And we're not talking about the guys that whoever you bring in with, how much is that combined salary? 22 million? How many points are they going to get? Is it 150?
Don't know. It could be less.
It could
a
be
lot
less. It could be less. For sure it could be. But,
Even if you sign Tavares,
Yeah.
you're still, to your point, you're not maybe getting 75. He's a
Right.
year older. He's maybe a little
58,
slower. Maybe he's down to 58.
And people are talking about, give him the Tanev thing to get more or lower AAV. So you're going to give him years. It's like, stop.
Stop.
Stop it.
Okay.
Save it.
All right, Sammy.
Yeah.
There's your Leaf Hour.
Great. So happy we did that. I
That
feel
was-
so awesome.
You feel a lot better?
Oh,
You're
totally.
jacked
Uh,
for training camp.
You're free, Sam.
All right. We go national next. Talk about Florida. Talk about Dallas.
Sick Jays jersey giveaway this weekend. Gotta go.
All right, let's get her going here on the National Hour. We are live on Sportsnet 650 in Vancouver and Sportsnet 960 in Calgary. This hour of Real Kipper and Bourne brought to you by Bet365. In a few minutes, we'll grab Ed Jovanovski, former NHL defenseman, covers the Panthers as a TV analyst. See, he's got it easy.
Jovo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
You're just covering a team that has 10 different ways to beat another hockey club
great.
up.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, they win games,
Doesn't
they beat
have to
people
be.
up, then he goes golfing.
Doesn't have to be critical, doesn't have to like us every day with the Leafs.
I'm trying to find a Bill Zito quote from today, which is basically that his job is hanging out with Hall of Famers and eating 5-star meals. It's like, that's
Dude.
great, guys. Glad you're having fun down there.
Yeah, 6 straight years a Florida team has been to the Stanley Cup final, boys.
That's awesome.
So
Gary's dreamland.
I got a text from Irv up in Collingwood. Kipper, I can't believe you drank a 25-year-old Coke that I had bottled for the All-Star game.
Come on.
Yep.
Is that where it came from?
Yep.
So if you didn't hear us in our first hour, Kip brought 25-year-old glass bottles of cola today, Coca-Cola, and drank one.
Yes.
It's
I had
not
to get him out of the
good.
house. I brought him
It's
here.
not good.
And I was thirsty.
Here's
I don't
what-
drink soda. I don't drink a lot of soda, but I had a craving for this.
Here's what I don't get. Since
Yeah.
we've done this show, you moved. You had to physically move the cola bottles from home to home.
I put it in storage for 3 years. And then we're like, I'm not paying for storage anymore.
He stored Coca-Cola.
We stored Coca-Cola bottles.
I believe there was a show on TLC about this sort of thing.
Someone buys his storage shed. It's like, there's nothing
And I brought
about
my
here.
Wayne Gretzky jersey.
SCA's autographed elbow pads.
I brought them downstairs to our new house in the basement. And my wife's like, get those out of here.
Yeah.
And I had nowhere to
Yes.
take
Yeah,
them.
she knows. Good thing you have her in
Smart.
your life. My God.
Mind-boggling, isn't it?
It sure is. It sure is. Oh, okay. We're going to tee up